Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone is doing okay today. All right, let's do some puzzle rush while we wait on some people to join. Dun, 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 dun. I'd like to get to 30. My highest is 29. I don't think I'll ever get to 40, but I think 30 is doable. Okay, this one is there. Okay. There. Okay, there. Um, don't know how much matters. Yep. 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 Okay, we're getting up there. 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 Reduce. Really? That lead to Seki? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, fudge. Fudge. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, so I can just go here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I gotta take a liberty. My bad, my bad. I think I knew this one, I forgot. This one here. Okay, I don't know if I would have seen that. 25. I don't know if that's a 4Q shape, but I'll leave it. Oh, it's mutual life. Oh, interesting. Okay, this one, I thought I had it right. Okay, I played here first. Yeah, that's mutual life. I go here, here. Yeah, that's just alive. Okay, so reducing the ice shape didn't work. Gotta reduce it from here. Okay, interesting, interesting. Hello, Sundere. Are we meaning to have a huge face? Yes, we are. But I'm not meaning to block my face. That is not what we want to do. I looked at a bunch of popular chess streamers, like the bigger ones, and this is a common layout, so I'm trying it out. According to my research, this is good. So I'm trying it out. Could probably move the chat a little bit though. Move that like over here maybe? Because I like to lean forward, I notice. I'm really bad about leaning forward when I'm thinking. So probably I shouldn't put it where my face is going to be. But yeah, hope everyone's doing okay today. Let's see, that was 26. Yeah, 26, 27 is where I've been getting to. I don't know if I'll ever get to 29 again. This is true. Very, very true. Like I said, I'm just trying it out. For the game reviews, it'll at least be bigger. Like this is what it looks like on a game review. So I think for game reviews, it'll be fine. Yeah. For game reviews, it should be fine. For Puzzle Rush, not so much. So, yeah. What if I actually, since I have a second, what if I actually make a Puzzle Rush specific one? Yeah, I can do that. Let's do window capture. We'll do Rush 1. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that'll be a lot nicer for you guys. And then that down here. Copy that and duplicate it. We'll call this one Rush 2. My name. Oh, no. That's a reference. I don't want a reference. Window capture. Rush. Oh. 1 and 2, it doesn't really matter. Mm, Simple Tactics. Hey, we have a website for that. Wait, hold on. Simple Tactics. Actually, more specifically, let me go ahead and give you /problems. And then we want u equals custom, v equals custom. Here you go. Here you go. I don't know. Maybe I don't like these sources. Because then I can't navigate the rest of the website. One Dawn on Fox, 9Q on OGS. Yeah, that's gotta be that's gotta be something. Let's see. Typically, if you're bad on Fox, it's because you don't know how to punish. So Fox is good for learning how to punish mistakes. But it sounds like you are bad at gaining a lead against not obvious mistakes. Laziness will definitely do it. Single digit Q, you can't be lazy. Like if you want to get out of single digit Q, you gotta stop being lazy. It's just how it is. It's just how it goes. Yeah, gotta stop being lazy at single digit Q. Oh, actually, there was something I meant to do that I forgot because it is September And also the Twitch subs quite help me out. So it's very nice, but I need to put a goal. Da 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 da. Subscription. Bonus subscriber benefits. What is this? Merchandise discount. Yes. Yeah, you guys get discount on merch. Sure. Subscriber names. I don't care about that. Where's my overlays? Invite guests, collaborate. Yeah. Where's my overlays? Manage goals. Plus program.
It's underestimated just followed.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Select the plus level and number of points that viewers will see you working towards. Tell me earn points. This is a preview of a goal widget that will automatically show up on your channel once you start your goal. What's the plus program? Offers 2 levels enhanced subscription revenue. Yes, please. Level 1, 60/40. Oh my gosh, yes. Level 2, 70/30 would be amazing. Okay, what is level 1? 100 points, level 2, 200 points. Okay, how do you guys get points? Okay, how do I get points? I want points. Manage goals. What is a point? 1 point for tier 1, 2. Oh! So I just gotta get 100 subs. So if at 100 subs, I get more per sub? Or does it have to, or do gift subs count towards that? Oh, I'm down to 13. That sucks. That really sucks. Okay, let's end that. Manage goals. No, come back. I want my red. Let's do 25. Good goal. Good goal for today. Was that me? Or did someone sub?
Subs goal started.
Sub goal started. Okay. Copy. Browser source. No, I already have one. Browser, where's my Twitch? Twitch alerts, no. No. Oh, I guess I don't. Create new. Twitch. Oh. Okay, 1480 by 160. 1480 by 160. Okay. Hey. That down here, and let's see, OGS. Make sure it doesn't interfere with OGS. Maybe I'll put it up here then. Yeah, I need to get that back to 100 because that was a very nice little bonus there. NEOL is too. Like these bonuses help me focus on some Mega Dragon because Mega Dragon does not make all of my income. I don't know if you guys know this, but Mega Dragon does not make all of the income. So yeah, all these little subs help. Let's put that there. Turn that off. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's cool. So if I get to 100, because what I got now is a 50-50, which technically is less than that. I think I get like 45% simply because of the fees and stuff that come out of my end. So at 100, I get, what is it? 100 times 45%, so 0.45 times, what is it? Is it $6 now, or did it go up to 6 yet, or is it still 5? 5.99. Yeah, $269. Now, if that was a 60, we would put that at 55, $329. Yeah, it's almost $100 difference. Yeah, it's like a $70 difference. And then if I got up to where Bats is at, it's more than $100 difference. That'd be nice. Prime subs I don't think count towards the points, but like it still gives me something. Like it's not nothing for me. Like it might be like, hey, Prime sub, it's free. No, you're good. We're just learning about what the points were. Like I didn't even know this was a thing. I knew about the points a long time ago, I think, but I didn't know there was a plus program. So now you can set a goal for your points to get to 100, and the 100 would be an additional 10% from the subs, which is nice. Which is nice. It is nice. That 10% is nice. One of these days, I'm gonna be loaded, guys. Like once Mega Dragon takes off, I'm gonna be like freaking loaded. If I'd stop spending all of it to advertise it. I spend like half of the profit from Mega Dragon just reinvesting it into like advertising or sponsoring streamers, which I'm thinking about sponsoring Paige this month, but I started doing the accounting. I'm like, I need to be a little more hesitant on sponsoring people. Like I love throwing money at streamers as much as the next guy. I probably should like make sure it doesn't cut into the profit margins too much. Because working like 50 hours, 55 hours a week, um, for not a lot of money can be very exhausting. Speaking of sub goal and students above the chat, I did lower the prices for students because the students Twitch subs, NEOL, and some Mega Dragon subscriptions, like all that combined is my income. My return on investment, it's not bad actually. The return on investment's pretty good. So the thing is, it takes a while to get it back though. So when I sponsored Bats, I pretty much got 100% back in the first month, but then I got like 10% back in the second month. But that I say that, but like that 10% also goes up the longer that subscriber lasts. So if the lifetime of the subscriber is 1 year, then one like sub would be $100 in theory. But only 75% of the free trials actually subscribe. And out of those, I think the lifetime is 6 months currently. But the lifetime of a sub does not represent every sub. It's the average lifetime of a sub is, I think, 6 months or so. But there's also the other half that's above average that just never stop. Does that make sense? So it's hard to like find an average of what a sub is worth. But like I love my subs. I know, right? I love the students I can't get rid of. You guys are great. You guys let me do what I do for a living. Speaking of, it is open game reviews if someone wants a game review. I have a lesson in an hour, but for the next hour, I can do a game review. That's all. Did you see I released one of the game reviews for the league? Oh, league! Guys, there's a free league. It's free. It's literally free. You play a game, and I review it. Okay, literally free. Just join. Want more people. More people equals more opponents for the current people. Basically what it is, I am trying to review a game every morning before work. And so I'm going to go in here and try to grab one I haven't reviewed and like review it before work. That's pretty much the goal. The goal is to review it before work. So basically do a game review, go to work, Coats Mega Dragon, make ads, which finally found a Facebook ad. Like, oh my gosh, I love my analytics lately. Fun fact. How to spend a game? Just post a OGS link. Fun fact. The Baduk House in Ohio is almost doubling the amount of problems solved by itself because of Puzzle Rush. It's kind of funny. Look at this, though. Look at this. 18,000 views on the website in the last 30 days. But yeah, a Facebook ad is actually making Mexico, it's up 4,000%, which is interesting because I put in a lot of countries. But for some reason, Mexico, I think they had a very drastic lack of Go problems because 4,000% just from Mexico. I thought Germany might do well because Germany was the second highest, but then Mexico came up, just went way up. Okay. Let's look at this game.
Review started.
Be black or white. Go away, AI. We all know you're good at the game, but we're not. We need to learn how to deal with our badness. Are you black or white? Don't want to review for both colors. Gotta tell me one or the other. You're white. Okay. We're at 9Q, so we just hit single digit Q. Okay. The follow-up here is to shoulder hit. Your aim is to go for this center square in exchange. This is a big move though, so it's fine. Okay, you're playing fourth line. I tell my students this, but I recommend third line until 5Q. But if you go fourth line, just remember, you don't want this. You want this. And even if you don't get this, you want to make sure black doesn't get this. This fourth line wants this, not this. This good, this bad. Okay? I want you to remember that. Except for when it's not the case. Except because there's always an exception in Go. Okay. Okay, you are like hyper focused on influence. Yeah, we're talking about white, right? Oh, sorry, I just read your comment twice. I thought you said it again. Okay, so you have here, which goes here, which looks at influence. You have here, which looks at influence. You went fourth line, which looks at influence. You have no territory. I don't know if you know this, but you don't have any of that. Mainly just the opening whatnot. Well, your opening says you really like influence. Like, it is 100% influence. Don't push from behind. You want to play a night smooth. Okay, this is an idea that you could apply. This is just my idea. Okay, this is not the only thing you can do. What if you aim to gain just 25 points in the opening? You have 10 right there, and you'll get another 10 in the corner, and then you're going to aim for 5 right here. Okay, 10, 25. Plus Comey is 30 points. And then from there, you just go make sure black doesn't get anything unmanageable. Get 25 points as white to have 30 total with Comey, with bonus points. And then just make sure the center is not unmanageable. And it becomes a lot easier for you to play. It's the points lover is white, I like to call it. Now, not to say that your style can't be played. I'm just saying it's really hard to apply at 9Q. You're picking a style that you haven't even learned how to use the center, but you're going for a center-oriented style. So, good luck. More power to you. Okay, I don't like this move. This move is big for the right side, but these two stones are lonely, as you found out. Which if black pincer's right here, I don't like those stones. Those stones don't really do anything. The thing is, how and when is up to you. It doesn't really matter. You just pick which one you like and then follow through. I think it's more about like you probably don't know what you're doing, which means your follow-ups are not doing the things that you originally set out to do. So in the opening, you played corner patterns that said, I want the center. But here you are getting attacked in a corner and losing your center, right? It's the follow-ups that make the difference. Everything else is just style choice. Connects. Why do people not connect? Connections are great. Ladders, ladder breakers, peeves. So many reasons not to do that. You really don't like defense, huh? Here's the thing. When you leave a floating group, okay, you have like half an eye right here. Okay, when you leave this floating group, what you're saying is you don't mind black getting influence right here. Because black's going to get influence to attack you, and you're going to have to live. Otherwise, you lose the corner. So you are saying that you don't mind the influence right here. The influence can be used to cancel out your influence, which you base the entire opening on. So it's very inconsistent play. And I think that's probably why you're struggling so much. Okay, you're after the corner. Your play is all over the place. Okay, this one's consistent at least. We're finally doing something with the opening. You thought P16... Yeah, it is, but why? Just because it forces your opponent to respawn doesn't make it good. Your opponent respawns, but what did you get for it? Giving your opponent more stones to defend their position with is not a good thing. You have to get compensation for giving them the extra strength. So what compensation did you get for making the corner harder to invade? That is how you got to think about forcing moves. You force them to respawn. That's fine. So you get a move. That move has to do something. Otherwise, you force them to defend themselves for no reason. Yeah, it's very weird that you played this and then didn't follow through. It makes... Not getting S15 was good. Not really, because you lose access to all of this. Remember, you don't care about black playing this, because you don't care about the side. Right? If black plays this, who cares? You go make your influence. They want to be on that first line, you let them. Remember, you don't care about this move. You care about the center. So you shouldn't be scared of black doing that. And technically, if you want to play here, black's probably going to respond. Right? How is that different? I don't know. To me, it feels like, in my opinion, you just wasted two moves. S15, sure, it's positive value, but these two moves are not. So in my mind, I feel like you wasted two moves instead of focusing on the big strategy, which is the center. Nobi here because you need to be able to play 3. You want to stretch here. You don't want to jump. If you jump, you have to play this way. And then now you have potential issues. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I don't like it. In my opinion, I don't like it. Oh, hey, look, those issues came up. I'm a psychic, see, I know these things. That's why I just do this, and then that. It's a lot stronger shape. A lot stronger shape. I see a lot of things in game reviews. For 17 years worth of game reviews, I've seen a lot of ways things can fail. So I have like a instinct for these things. Ah, you are going to attack with your baseless group with a cutting point, are you? You're saying, haha, this little half-eyed cuttable giant is going to be the attacker for these two stones. Is that what's going to happen here? Let's see how this goes. Ooh, cool. Black played a knight's move, and you are cutting it. Let's see how this goes. Da 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 da. Ouch! Ouch! Damage report did not go well. Okay, so instead, threaten to do it. You can always invade that later, right? Then bada bomb, and then maybe here. Do 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 do. What do we see right here? A consistent plan. Maybe we can go right here, but I feel like this opening right here is pretty big. You might need to be a little bit tighter. If you want to squeeze these to survive, you gotta be tight. This was a good idea, but if the reading doesn't go well, hello, Paige. If the reading doesn't go well, then it doesn't matter. So trying to cut your opponent to survive is really great, but if it doesn't work, it's really not great. It's the exact opposite. I cannot get to 30 on Puzzle Rush. Okay, I'm like constantly at 26 or 27. I really want to get to 30. I don't need to beat you, okay? I don't need to get to 40 or any of that. I just want 30. I want to be in the cool 3 club. Okay? I want to be in the cool kids club. But I can't do it. Nice. Hello, octopods. Octopods, you're not... That's Cthulhu. But you're not Cthulhu, right? Cthulhu's their own person. Because that's how people work, right? Okay. Just making sure. Making sure. Because you're throwing Cthulhu's at me. I'm like, I know a Cthulhu. But, you know, different D&D. The amount of D&D that I get in my brain when I don't play D&D is kind of funny. It's probably the amount of Go my wife gets in her brain. Nice. My wife was playing 3 D&D campaign or sessions a week. Now she's down to 2. And she's like, I'm not playing enough D&D. And I'm like, are you crazy? You play more D&D than I do Go. Don't try to save it. Just, it's dead. Move on. Move on with your life. You can never have enough D&D, according to Paige. You shush. See, I am a married man. I don't want to be single because D&D steals my wife 24/7. I actually like doing things with you, like watching movies together, going out to do something together, like having dinner together. But no, I lose you to D&D for freaking 14 hours a week. I know, I'm teasing you. I just tease. I tease. I love you so much. Oh, man. Yeah, this feels... Aji or weakness, potential weakness is fine, but don't add to it. Because the more stones you put there, the more you're dying. All right, so leave it alone. Okay, so you want to think about Aji or weakness like this. Okay, this means in this area you have forcing moves. There will be forcing moves in this area. Okay, the question is, where do you want to be right now? I think probably in this section is where you want to be. What you want to realize is that when this section becomes the place you want to be, that is when you use all the forcing moves to support this section. Okay? Aji is simply forcing moves. Use forcing moves to support the goal of the turn. My eyebrow looks really cool. I'm sorry, I am very ADHD right now. I just got super distracted by my eyebrow. Whenever you want to be in a section, look for the Aji in that section. And then use the Aji to do that section in Sente, or to build that section in Sente, to support the invasion in that section in Sente, right? Use the forcing moves to support the goal of the turn. Okay. I think that's good enough for this game. I don't want to spend too much time on just one person's game. If you want me to spend more time on your games, you can get lessons. The prices have lowered. Look at the top of chat. And if you want to support what I do teach Go for a living. We are halfway towards our sub goal. If you want to support that. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for the follow.
Anogov just followed.
All the emotes, the emote explosion. Crazy. I wonder if I should put the emotes above it. What is this? Nope, that's the... here's the emote. Now let's put it behind it. Make it a little bit bigger. Oh, I care way too much about these things. Why do I care so much about these things? Okay. Anyone else have a game? You have 60 or 300 seconds to submit your game. Less than that. I'm going to get 3 wrong. Don't let me lie to you. It's not going to be 300 seconds. Okay. Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Do. There. Yeah. Here. Uh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There. Yeah, I'm a really slow reader is part of my issue. Ah, why is this one so long? There's so many moves in that one. Do I go here? Yeah. Yeah. Da. This hasn't been forward. That's that. That's not. Is it? Is it a mutual life? No, I didn't think so. But Ben 4 should be dead. So. Oh, dadgum, this one. I mess this one up every time. See, every time. Every blasted time. I feel like there's a Tsuji here. There. No. What am I missing? There. It's gotta be here. And then I go here. Or do I throw in? I think I throw in and then ko. Oh, here we go. Ready? I'm about to lose it. In the next... This one or the next one. Where I always lose it. Here. Nope. Here. Self-Atari, so down. Atari, so here. Connect. make the eye, push, block. Here, here, take the eye, but then they cut, make the eye. Ah, I'm trying! Okay, well, what is this one? Yeah, I mess this one up every time. Every time. Yeah. Do it that way. What's really annoying is when it's a double-digit Q problem that you miss over and over and over because you think it's a tactic, but it's just you're in Atari. Yeah, it is open reviews for 36 more minutes. If someone would like a review. Or I can just keep doing Puzzle Rush. Or answer questions if you guys have questions. I can also do that. Like if you have questions about theories or whatever. It's a co. And you remember, this one's a co, and you play the vital point first. Let's just start with that information. Yeah. No, I'm a big slow reader because I'm always double checking things, which is one of the reasons I'm good at the game, right? Yeah, you can just post a link in chat. I got to Dawn level by double checking things. And like, if it doesn't work, I'm not gonna do it, right? And one of the things I tell my students all the time is like, see the result, like check the result in advance. Don't just assume. Like, it's good to have instincts. The instincts tell you where to look, but then you have to actually read it. And that whole instinct read step, I've drilled into myself in my training, but now I can't do Puzzle Rush. So was it really worth it? I need to rely on my instincts a little bit more in Puzzle Rush. I'm a very slow reader. For better or for worse. Sure. I've seen you mess up single digit Q problems. I've seen some of your runs on Puzzle Rush. Reading it fast. Yeah, a lot of single digit Q is like you have to develop that habit at single digit Q. I don't think you're just naturally having it. I think the problem is at double digit Q, you don't have any instincts, so you're trying to read. But at single digit Q, you have instincts, so you don't bother reading anymore because reading is work. Our brains hate work. Our brains love autopilot. Our brains are wired to autopilot things. You are alive because your brain is very good at autopiloting. Okay? It hates thinking consciously. I don't want to do that because I'm going to be doing those regardless. So why take a game away from someone else right now? Because I'm going to get to these regardless, right? They're going to be done regardless. Speaking of, your Buzzsaw one is already done. Yeah, I think with the Fisher time coming along, I think it's going to be a lot more important to develop your Puzzle Rush instincts. Because because we always had Byoyomi. So my job was to be able to solve the problem in 30 seconds. But now we have Fisher. So you need to be able to gain time back, which means you have to solve a problem very quickly and then play it out quickly. Because you can gain time, you gain more thinking time, more knowledge by playing out stuff quickly. In certain scenarios, if you're smart with it.
Review started.
Okay. 11Q. I saw you. Were you getting a lesson or a regular review from Bats? I know I saw you the other day. Oh, shout out to my sub goal. We are halfway towards the next sub goal. And shout out to my lesson prices at the top of... Oh, it's this way. At the top of chat, right up that way. Depending on if you're watching on mobile or not. Or desktop or not. Prices are lowered. I am seeking students because it is how I make my living. So if you are interested in lessons and have me get on a call with you and deep analyze your games, check it out. Okay, reviewing for black. Viewer evaluation, got it. Okay. The pattern when you don't want the corner is to go here. Is there a reason you're not playing the typical 3-3 block? Because this gets your base, which is Clossius approach. Yeah, typically you want to extend here. Maybe... No, I would just go here. Whatever. Maybe even further than that. I don't know. This one's not view friendly. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Very good. Now you could just jump. Shoulder hit's fine though. Please and oh, sorry. I'm really bad about forgetting to hit my scenes. Okay, you gain 5 points, which is what I tell my students to do lately. When they attack you, gain 5, or when you are attacking something, gain 5 points. Okay, let's see if you can gain 5 more. Boom, right here. There's 5 more. Gain 5 points. When you're attacking something, gain 5. And then if you're still attacking, gain another 5. My hand is like so white. Because I have a ring light right here. So back here, and then it just gets, I'm a ghost. Just gain 5 points when you attack. Makes the game a lot easier. This group needs a base. You need to get a base. Something. D10. 3-3 at the top left? Yeah. Guys, Star Point does not want the corner. Okay, Star Point wants the influence. And since this guy cancels out the influence, I think you're doing quite nice right there. So I think it's just this guy. Once this guy gets canceled out, white really needs the cash. I think black's doing well on that front. So I think an invasion on the side is better than an invasion in the corner on this board right now. But later, if we destroy this and there's nothing here, these corners are going to be very, very large. But typically, you want to think about it like this. It's very easy. You just say, corner, I get the corner, you get the influence, or I stop the influence and you get the corner. Which one is better for the board? Okay, so I think it's correct to say there's not really any influence for white, so taking the cash, I think, is a good strategy. So I don't hate the 3-3. I think I would choose the side or something first, and also weak groups first. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. Just destroy the points because there's no center. But if there was a center and you destroy the points and they get a massive influence, then it's not. So just remember it's a trade. And you want to think, is this a good trade for me or not? D10 is misplaced because too far. No. A 4 or 5 space jump is good. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 space jump extension from both sides. The extension is a 4 or 5 space jump. That is to establish control. You want to be invaded when that happens so you can surround and gain influence. Okay, so this is a good extension. Don't underestimate the 3-star formation. Okay, don't underestimate it. It's really, really nice. Really complicated, but really nice. However, on this particular board, black has gotten to the center twice. So this stone is not getting as much value as it could under normal circumstances. But overall, I think it's still fine. But I would not say that this one is bad. I think the combination with it is bad. We are attacking. I'm really concerned about this group, though. You've got to do something about this group. Oh no! The cutting stones! Don't lose the cutting stones. Well, now White's alive. White's alive. Now you got to focus on defense. This is definitely alive. Defense. Start making eyes. Or run away. Run away. I don't know, but don't die. Okay, so White's starting to cash out. Maybe. Do you guys know that this is a co? I don't know how many of you know this, but this is a co. And I personally love co's. My mind says there's a co there. In my mind, there's a co right there, which means I get 2 moves somewhere else. So in my mind, I'm like, is it a good time to make a co? Okay, where do I want 2 moves? If I get 2 moves in a row in this section, I like that. So yes, let's go make a co. Okay, that is how my mind thinks about it. Well, yeah, that's just make it a co, and you get 2 moves in a row. You let the co die. That's the trick. You don't want to win the co. Don't win the co. Just let the co die, right? And then go get 2 moves in a row. You don't want it to. You don't want to be there. You want to get 2 moves in a row. Something. I believe this is a forced co. Maybe with this stone here. But I thought this was the co. If you block this way, it's a co, right? D3 is alive. Do you mean if black plays D3? Yeah, I know about the large knight. Then you can do here, here, here. Yeah. Oh, do you mean if you invade at D3? No, I don't want to live. I want to die. I want a co. I don't want to live right there. Are you crazy? I want to be in the top left. I want 2 moves in a row in the top left. That is what I want. I don't want to live. I want to go in here and die to let my opponent distract themselves, feeling good about killing my stone while I destroy their position. White might not start the co. I know. There's always that. Your opponent knows what you want, and so they won't let you. Blah, blah, blah. Freaking Dawn level thinking. But when I'm facing a Q player, I'm like, kill me, please. I want you to kill this so I can destroy half the board. 2 moves in a row is so valuable. I love co's. Whenever I'm losing, I'm looking for a co. Careful. Yeah, once you get to Dawn level, though, they never cooperate. They always not do what you want them to do. Here, I'll give you a thing. This is what Dawn level thinking is. No. Give me a short. Come on, really? There's no, like, short. Ah. Ah. Okay. Well, there's a memeable moment, but I don't want to go through the entire episode to find a 30-second clip. I'm very disappointed that I could not just find the 30-second clip. Stop dying. You know, I got my brother to one on. I attacked him for 80 games in a row, and I said, "Don't die." Okay, that was his goal. His goal wasn't to win. His goal was to survive dawn level attacking. Don't die. If you can do that, you can start actually trying to win the game. But if you die a lot, then you don't need to be winning. You need to be not dying. Capture Go at his finest. Yeah, except it wasn't Capture Go. I was literally like giving him 9 stones, and then I would say, get to the end of the game without dying. And he would die every single game. And most of the time it was his corners that would die, but oh my gosh. I'm like, just don't die. I swear, I got him to like 1 Don Fox, and I was still beating him with 9 stones. He finally started winning though. Because apparently I'm just really, really sneaky at attacking. When I like have time to think, I'm really sneaky apparently. I don't know how to fix this. Getting cut is bad. I don't know how to fix this. Maybe here. I don't know. This doesn't even work. Yeah, so he learned how to not die, and because he saw how I killed him 100 times over, he learned how to attack. Okay. Could be worse, could be worse. Main portion of the group is not dead. Okay. So it's a cash game, I think. No one has influence, so I think all that's left is destroy this, and then maybe get something over here. Maybe now D17 is good. Okay, nice. I like it. I like it. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Still not alive! Still not alive! You needed this move. Here, 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 here. And then here, here. Fix your weak groups. Can you check this later? What am I looking at? I'm trying to do Puzzle Rush. When I log in, it says password incorrect and logs you in anyway. What? After I do Puzzle Rush, it doesn't update your score. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. What? It's a yes or no question. Why do bugs like this exist? I'll be working on this evening. I'll be working on the website this evening. Okay, I'm assuming it looks like you click the login button because I can't see a mouse, which would be helpful. If I can see your mouse. Oh. Okay. I know what happened. It's not an incorrect password. What is happening? Okay, this is my fault. My fault. It usually is because I'm the coder. What this is this says when you click the login button, it says if you're logged in, hide it. If you're not logged in, don't hide it. But after you click the login button, it shows incorrect password. But the problem is it doesn't hide the window fast enough before showing the incorrect password. So it'll log you in, show the incorrect password, realize you're logged in, and hide the window. So in other words, this is showing too fast. It's a really stupid conditional. I really just need to be like, wait 1 second. Yeah, it's two different issues. Okay, so when you see the session 40 and your icon over here, because I can't see it, but I'm assuming you have your icon and your session and blah blah blah. All of it should be showing you're logged in, and it shows right here, Sigonitis logged in. Okay. So when you click start, you're saying you finish it, and it doesn't say, well, I got to go redo this whole process anyway to speed it up because people keep complaining about the lag. I was planning to work on this today anyway. But do you have a thing at the top that says this website has been updated? Because once that thing appears, anything you do doesn't matter. And it's my fault. Because it means I've pushed an update to the website and you're no longer on the latest version. Nothing will happen until you refresh the page. I try to check Google Analytics to make sure no one's on. You see how it's 8 in the last 30 minutes? Like every 30 minutes, someone's on. This is the problem. Yeah. I try to make sure several minutes have passed since someone's been on, but it doesn't always mean that they're off. They could literally just be doing Puzzle Rush and they haven't navigated anywhere because they're doing Puzzle Rush. So it's hard to say if they're actually off or if they're doing Puzzle Rush. But I try to make sure there's at least a little bit of a gap before pushing an update. But honestly, there's someone on every 30 minutes no matter what. So whenever I want to do an update, I'm going to be interrupting somebody probably. Yeah. So that's my bad. I've been doing less updates per day. I've been trying to do it at night. But then Paige started streaming and I'm like, when did I do it? Well, sometimes it's a patch. Sometimes like, oh, there's this bug that is preventing people from doing Puzzle Rush or something, right? Something stupid but emergency. And also, like yesterday, I did 2 updates, I think. And then I got home and I was like, okay, no one's online. And I started working. And then I went to push an update, and I'm like, let me check, make sure no one's online. And you were streaming Puzzle Rush, and I was like, dadgummit, I wanted to push an update. That's why I went into your stream, like, hold on for like 30 seconds, let me push this. But yeah, no, like I've been having to push less updates. And it's not necessary. It's a good problem to have. It means people are using the site. So I'm not actually complaining about it. It's a really good problem to have. So yeah, keep streaming. That's great. But I try to check and see if no one's on, and I've been pushing it less and less often. But it went from I could push it whenever I wanted and it wouldn't interrupt anyone, so I just pushed like 20, 30 updates a day. So now I can only push 1 or 2 updates a day. Which it's fine. I need to be more thorough with my updates anyway. I need to be double checking stuff. I swear I'm like a single digit queue right now where I'm not double checking my code, like making sure, like I'm like, this probably works, push it, instead of, making sure it's working. I'm like single digit queue of pushing updates right now. I need to like be more strict with myself. So you guys are making me like double check things. You're making me better at coding by using the website.
Reviews.
Okay, my conclusion advice for you, Amaranth, is remember that you need to get to the game without dying. Without that, like, it doesn't really matter. I know you do well a lot of the time when you have a good shape game and not dying game. You definitely can have your ups and downs. And I think part of it is the type of game that happens. So try to figure out what type of game happens when you're playing worse than usual, and then figure out how to work on that type of game. I thought about streaming myself coding, but it's just not enough interest. It's too boring for most people. So there wouldn't be enough interest, and streaming something and talking would slow it down. So unfortunately, there's more consequences than pros to streaming myself coding. I'm sorry. It would slow me down, and most people would find it boring. Yes, I do have a rubber duck. It is my wife. I love my rubber duck wife. I will look at her and be like, I need to explain something to you, and she will try her best to comprehend what I am saying. Like, okay, so I have an X and Y, and I'm trying to do this algorithm to figure out like what the size of the Go board is by taking X, and then I was trying to figure out, actually, I was turning a 2D array into a 1D array, and then I was telling her that, and she's like, smiling and nodding, smiling and nodding. Yeah, no. And then sometimes she actually gives good advice too. She'll like, I'll explain it and overthink it, and she'll be like, why don't you just do this? Doesn't that just solve your problem? And I'm like, Dosh Garnet, you're right. Oh, I know, I'm lucky. I love my wife so much. She's great. I'm like, Dosh Garnet, you're right. If I just turned this off, it would fix everything. Absolutely. Just map the array? What do you mean just map the array? Like, I know what .map is, but like, how is running it through a single function? Like, what I think I do is depending on if it's a 1 index array or a 0 index array. Okay, I actually don't know what you just said. I'm sorry. I'm self-taught. I only know some things. Don't push your updates too fast, yeah. What I do, I believe, I do row equals math.floor size, math.floor I divided by size, where I is the loop number. And then for column, I do I minus math.floor size divided by I. And then there's a +1 depending on the 0 index or 1 index. Something like that. Oh, you've no idea. This was so stupid, okay? I spent so many hours trying to come up with a way to figure out what the size of the Go board was if I had a 1D array. I do not. I would lose so fast. I have not taken any classes for coding. Okay, so for 19 by 19, it's a 361 long list of numbers, right? And I spent so long trying to figure out how long the list is, what size is it then? So if it's 19 by 19, it's 361, right? 13 by 13, I forget what the number is, but it was some other number. 9 by 9 is like 81, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, how do I mathematically tell myself what is the size of the Go board if it's 361 long or 81 long or whatever? How do I mathematically say what the size of the Go board is? And it's such an easy answer. And I spent so many hours trying to figure it out. Who here knows the answer to this? It's a really easy answer. Yeah, there's a lot of programmers. There's a lot of programmers in Go. Square root, yes! It's just the literal freaking square root. It's the square root. Because 19 by 19 equals 361. If you go backwards, then it's the freaking size of the Go board. I spent so many hours trying to find a way to get the square root instead of just getting the square root. You've no idea how much time I spent to figure that out. I would put max pressure, but not there. Would not do that. I would put max pressure here. I like it. You could push if you want to make sure that it goes the way you want it to go. Because some of the code that I'm working with uses a 1D array. For example, WGO is a type of Go board in JavaScript, and it works with 1D arrays to just transfer information quicker. Like, it just sends a 1-dimensional array instead of a 2-dimensional array, and a size. Or I guess that wouldn't matter. But anyway, like, it's just easier to send a 1-dimensional array in some cases. So if you know the square root, then it's very, very easy to figure out the Go board position from a 1-dimensional array. But if you don't know that it's a square root, it's really, really hard trying to invent a square root from scratch, okay? Mathematicians took many years to come up with the square root function. And I was trying to come up with it myself. It was not easy, let me tell you. I feel like just get out of here. Like, just don't even be here. What if you just leave? Does anything bad happen? Let's settle, leave. Settle, leave. I want to leave. I don't want to be here. This position means nothing if I'm not dead. So just leave, just fix it and leave. No reason to be here. Yeah, I would just want to leave, leave. You don't have to fix that. You can actually just go right here. Because this cutting point never a thing, right? Oh, I really want to do a neural network. I think it'd be so much fun. It's completely useless though, compared to like modern AI stuff. But it would be so cool to make a neural network. I wanted to make a Go playing AI bot for so long. Speaking of, this is actually something I do need to learn. I needed to learn how to make a Catago bot. I don't really have the time right now with all the other stuff that I'm doing, but at some point for some Mega Dragon, I need to learn how to make a Catago bot. I want to make I want to make it learn from like a certain type of pro and have like stylistic Catago engines. You died. I don't understand why you would play this one. You played here, so this tells me you want to save the group. Then you played here and immediately got cut off and died. Just save it. If you want to save it, save it. Yeah, right? No, I was thinking like my first thought when I think of this idea is take Takamiya Masaki's games and make a Sanrensei influence bot and get all of this stuff before AI. That is what you got to do because everything past AI is just going to be AI stuff. But if you get like pros from like history that were famous and stuff, like really, really good and stylistic or whatever, you got to find the most stylistic pros like Takamiya, Kobayashi, stylistic pros, and then make a bot based on them. Not enough? If you make if you take the Catago engine that plays like a human and then run it on these games, on a couple hundred games, I think it'd be possible because you don't need it to be good. You don't need it to be 9 Dan Pro. You need it to be like 5 Dan. You can do that with like what was it? It was like 1,000 games to get to single digit Q or something stupid. It was really easy for Catago to get to Dan level. I remember the sample size was really small. It's when you want it to be 9 Dan Pro that it takes a lot. But you don't need it to be 9 Dan Pro to make a bot for humans to play against on some Mega Dragon. You actually don't want a 9 Dan Pro for that. It's the opposite of what you want. You want it to be beatable. Okay, stop playing here. Just fix and move on. Fix and move on. You're over-investing in this area so much. 4 Qs. Freaking Tanuki. I'm going to give you crap because you're almost Dan level, so I get to give you as much crap as I want. Because I'm holding you to Dan level standards. Freaking fix your cutting points and freaking leave. I find neural networks so fascinating, and it really sucks that it's not really as relevant anymore. Unless you get into video games or whatever. Stop not fixing your cutting points. If you're going to waste the move, fix it and move on. I think that's one thing you got to drill in yourself, is if you're going to waste time to fix a problem, fix it with one move. Don't spend 5 moves to fix a weakness. It's so over-concentrated and inefficient. If you're going to play here, which you should, I'm not saying ignore your cutting points, okay? Don't freaking ignore your cuts. If you're going to fix, fix. Boom. Done. move on with the rest of the game. Don't go here and make another blasted cutting point. This is what loses you the game. You're trying to fix a cutting point. You're like, hey, I'm not going to ignore this. If I ignore this, I get cut. So what am I going to do instead? I'm going to make another cutting point. That is the solution to my problem. It is the solution to all of my cutting points is to make another cutting point. Okay? I'm giving you so much crap so you remember it. Fix your deck on cutting points. Stop making more. And if your opponents have cutting points, freaking cut them. This is how you win fights, is the cutting points. Cutting points is like all of Q level. It's just understanding that cutting points are important. Guys, what is a net and a ladder? It's capturing a daggum cutting stone. That is what makes nets and ladders so freaking important. I beat a 2Q like a week or two ago because I read a ladder. Okay, it was just a weird ladder, but it was still no, it was a net. I'm sorry, it was a net. Let me re-clarify. It was in fact a net. It was just no, I think it was a ladder. Anyway, my point is it was a loose ladder net thing. It just went to it was a instead of going up towards his stones, I made it go down to the edge of the board, and he was trapped and I killed him. Yeah. My point is, this is why they're 2Q, because they only read the simple nets. They don't read the not simple nets. And I'm like, why am I even counting? Why am I even bothering with, like, who's ahead? What's the grand strategy? I'm like, they don't even know a net. They don't even know a basic net. Okay, I do have to do my lesson, so hopefully you found that helpful. Okay, close the windows, yada yada yada. Oh, shout out to Subgoal and the lessons. If you are interested in getting lessons like the one you are about to see, consider signing up. Prices have been lowered if you want lessons. And also, subscribing helps support me. I do teach Go for a living, and actually, I mostly code Go for a living at this point, but I do teach Go for a living. It is most of my income. So if you want to support me building some Mega Dragon and also have me yell at you like I just did to Photon here, then you can get a lesson. I have to sign in. Am I signed in? I am not signed in. Do I have a sign-in? But I am signed in. What am I signed in as? Oh, that's right. I made a fake account to test something earlier. No. Log in. Bring you over here. Okay. Now let's get the video link. Share the screen. Your entire screen. Screen one. Hide. Copy. Oh, it's over here. Copy link. Discord. Buzzsaw. Where's your spreadsheet? It's only been a week since our last lesson, and if we can play the game. Ooh! We're gonna play today. Fun.
Hello.
Oh crap! Hold on. Need headphones. 1 second. Be 1 second. Okay. Headphones in the car, but it's okay. We have our backup kitty cat pink headphones. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay. Okay. So you said we're playing today. Okay.
Jesse, you were just followed.
Do we want a sandbag? Would it be better to do what Bat's been doing? Oh, hi, Bats. What has Bats been doing? Clossius doesn't play on his stream. Where's the real Clossius? Okay, I know you didn't been doing Go problems. Walk me through that a little bit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. They don't have audio from you. 1 second. Oh, I know, right? Ooh, that would have been not great. Audio. That's good. Um, Media source? Nope. Where's it at? Audio Zoom. Audio Discord. Copy. Paste. Can you say something?
I can say something.
Perfect. We got you in here.
The people can hear me. Okay, good. So basically, what I've done is I've used the study section for the Connect. And I went through it, and every time I missed one, I added it to my own collection for Connect.
Oh, the first
And
one.
I,
First one.
yeah, the first one. And I don't know how many are in there, but I'm thinking it's about no more than 1/4 of the problems. So what I will do is I will drill them specifically and then go back and try to do,
Yeah. I've
do it.
noticed that the number is really high and it's really hard to get through. So what I'm gonna do is probably lower it. So the Goblin Camp for the new players, I've lowered to 10 at a piece. I need to put a
That's
skip button
good.
here. So they're 10 at a piece for the first ones. I think I've gone through the whole thing. But the single digit Qs, I want to give more than 10. So I think at single digit Q, I'm thinking maybe 25 per card.
That might be good.
Because I think single
How
digit Q
many
should have to
do
work a
most
little bit
of them?
harder than beginners. So
Right. How many problems do most of them have? I recall the first one is 42.
it varies. What I did was I went through and I'm like, this shape will be good to add to connect. This shape will be good. This problem's good to add to cut. And I just like threw a bunch of it in there. And then I have to go through the set and organize them, remove them, and clean it up. But basically, I'm like, if right now, if you do every problem in this section and you do it well, you have dawn level reading. That's kind of the goal, is to get you to
Yes.
have dawn level reading. The problem is it's so much because it takes a lot to get to dawn level.
Right.
There's just so much in here that it's not fun. So I need to divide this up into more sections. So
Well, you know
that's
what
the
you
whole
could
point, is to
do?
have more sections to work it and make steps to Dawn.
Well, what you could do is you could have maybe 3 levels for Connect. You could have the lower level problems, and once you master them, you get to do the mid-level problems, and then you get to do the high-level problems, then you get to move on to the next. Or you could have
I think
you could
the
have 3
idea of
levels.
that's basically what more stages is. Is like you have
Well,
stage for 9Q to 5Q1, stage for 9Q to 5Q2, stage 9Q to 5Q3.
okay, right. But right now you have 42 problems
Mm-hmm.
for Connect, and the hardest one, I don't know, it might even be six stars or even 7, I'm not sure.
There's a
But
7-star in there?
I don't know, I can't remember. Just click through them fast. And
I want to make it. I need
actually,
to
if you
make
go
this a
to
link so I can
study,
open it in a new
if you go
tab.
to study, you can click through fast.
Yeah. 4-2.
Maybe only 5.
Yeah, if it goes up to 5, the idea is these should be at the very end. After
Right,
it teaches you a concept and then blah blah blah. But I think
exactly.
probably I should have put this at 3s and 4s. I think you're right, and put the 4s at the end. This is what I mean
Right.
by I need to go through and clean it up. I've been working on Puzzle Rush because Paige has been streaming it. So I kind of like dropped the ball on this a little bit. And then also had a lot of bug fixes to go around the site and fix. You know, the whole solo
Okay.
developer
By the way, see
problems.
that the last one,
Yeah.
42? I'm very proud of the fact that I solved that one on the first try.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you seen
And then
this
I
like shape
later
before?
well, no, but I recognized I recognized the monkey jump right away. What's interesting is I found out later that P1 as a first move also works, because I looked at I looked at it. I think, yeah, it does.
Oh, that's
See?
interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't check that. I just saw N1, it worked, and I just did that.
And
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
interesting.
remember why I discovered P1 worked. I think I was just playing with
That's cool.
the puzzle
I will
after
say
I
it's
had
better
solved
habit
it.
to check N1 first,
Right.
because if a
Well,
co
that's what I
happens
played.
later, you want to sacrifice the least amount of stones.
Yeah, I did initially play N1. That was my solution.
Yeah, that's
And
good. I'm
it
surprised.
just felt good to be able to get it on the first try.
Yeah, so this one's also a monkey jump. This one's a very important shape to know, but like I want the monkey jumps to be clumped together. I want the knight move connections to be clumped together. Like it's just a lot of I have to go through and micro manage everything. But that's my job. It's what I
Okay.
gotta do.
Well,
Um,
for
yeah,
the time being, until you've done that, I will continue to go through the tough ones that I have isolated,
yeah. If
that I
you
got wrong.
do everything in this, it's gonna be good for you. Did
I
you
will
do the
eventually.
6 space I homework?
Not yet. No, I have not.
Okay, because I know that was something that I think I assigned you, right?
You did mention that I could do that. Yeah, I didn't get to that yet.
Okay. What
I don't
about
think I
gaining
wrote it
5 points when you attack something?
down. I don't know if I have actually been deliberately thinking about that or not,
Okay,
but
maybe we can do that
I
today
I do.
when we
Yeah,
sandbag.
I have gotten to the point where I realize that I'm not necessarily trying to kill, and I am trying to gain points.
That's good.
So,
Good.
yeah.
Um, your 1 space jumps. Yeah, but this is a nice. We have another thing to work on, so it means we're leveling up. So that's good. I'm trying to remember how your game went this morning that I reviewed.
The one with Tricycle,
Yeah.
which is DV Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Um, basically, interestingly enough, Ben reviewed that
I
as
saw
well.
that.
Yeah, he reviewed it yesterday in my private lesson with him,
That's cool.
and it actually turned into a primer on the various approaches, or rather pincers, the various pincers of the low approach to the 3-4, and it was only secondarily a review of that game. So we didn't really spend a lot of time on the review.
Oh, that's right. I remember you were doing really well, but you ended up losing this section, which kind of became the key, I think. That
Right.
Black finally attacked your group right here and
Yes.
gained profit here and here. And that was
Right.
kind of the story of this game, was the fact that you had a weak group and Black just wouldn't attack it to gain profit. But the moment Black did is when Black started finally winning.
Yes, that's right. There was a point when I was actually ahead in this game
Yeah.
by a little more than Comey.
Yeah, I thought you
Um,
played well. You did ignore this a little bit, but um yeah, I think it was like both of you had similar solid styles, but no one really knew how to handle the center. And
mhm.
whoever figured it out first kind of won the game.
Yeah. Ben
Your
said to me
defense was okay. It was a little bit
about the
slow.
right about the right side.
Oh,
Ben
the
said to
right
me,
side was
"Good."
good.
Yeah, Ben said, "Good, you didn't get tricked."
Yeah, the right side I really liked. I think here's a little bit slow, but it's not a huge deal until like 4Q plus.
hmm
I think the fact that you destroyed the center and lid was good, but you see how like here, Black doesn't have anything right here. But as we play it out,
Yeah, then Black
Black gets more
gets
and more
more.
and more, and eventually got cut right here. I think this was because of Black's good
Mhm.
reading though, more than anything.
Yeah.
But the over this section was definitely because Black finally attacked you. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get you to do, is just attack and gain 5 points. Kind of the same
Mhm.
thing as attack a floating group. If there was any sort of thing for you, I think it was probably going to be that this group you left floating for a long time, and so you gave the option for Black. Uh, yeah, maybe instead of like that, you could have just made life. But this is a really big move too. I think I didn't mention that in the review because I was so focused on like saying, "Hey, this is a move that's possible," blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah. Actually, even though P3 was not the best thing to do in that area, Ben was pleased with the fact that I was doing something different, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Yeah, it looks like playing defense is definitely the answer here. But locally, I believe in the game I suggested like learn this
Yeah.
first and then play it. And that if your opponent like plays the large knight, go ahead and play it and just say, I'm going to accept that I'm going to lose this game and I'm going to try to learn. And then
hmm
you'll do that maybe 2 or 3 times. When you experience this large knight, you'll play here and say, I'm going to try to aim for this sequence because I've studied it. It's likely not going to go well the first 1 to 3 times, but I will be able to review and I'll learn it. And that's kind of what you want to do.
Right.
That's basically what I said in the video. But yeah, defense up here. Um, okay, so I think we can play a sandbag game, Shadow Go.
Yeah. Now,
Do we have a volunteer in
basically,
chat that
that would be
is
ideal if we had a
5Q
volunteer in
to
chat.
10Q? Maybe 5Q to 9Q, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5Q to 9Q in chat that we can beat up. I mean, use as a punching bag.
And they'll get to listen to the discussion after the fact on the VOD.
Well, they can listen now, I guess. It doesn't really matter because I'll tell you as it as it happens.
Okay, so
DV Bill, I think, would be good because both of you have similar styles, which means you have to come up with ways to attack strong groups. So if DV Bill's up for it, I think that would be a good style. I'm trying to think of the styles that my students have. Jace Lynx is a first-time chatter. Technically didn't volunteer though; just gave me eyeballs. Bill, DV Bill, are you good? All right. Got a thumbs up. Okay, so Buzzsaw, trick here. I want you to take Black, and I want you to play Sanrense.
oh, that's fine. I'll do that. That'll be very interesting. So then I guess I'll send a challenge to DV Bill, which is actually Tricycle. So let me get to
Oh my gosh. My wife
OGS.
left the cat in the room and shut the door. Now there's a door shut, so now the cat's freaking out. All right, let me let this cat out while you're doing that.
Okay, let's see. Uh, are we doing Chinese? What are we doing? Um, I think we probably ought to do Japanese live. Let's do Byoyomi. Um, and I play as black. Okay.
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 Are you playing the game?
I just sent a challenge.
Okay. But yeah, DV, you just play like normal. The best thing you can do is just play like you normally do. Just play as good as you can. And I'm going to... No worries. Just play solid and play your normal game. And then I'm going to tell Buzzsaw how to beat you.
Mhm. And is DV Bill going to be? Is DV Bill going to be listening, or is he going to
I think
be
it's
not
fine. It
listening?
shouldn't, as long as
Okay.
they're not like intentionally stream sniping, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna play Sanrensei, and then what you're gonna do is focus on extensions and making a moyo. I want you to make like
Right.
something that's inviting them to invade. You want to get
Right.
invaded.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we're going to pick a pattern that will make a moyo. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah. M17.
That is one of them. Yes.
Okay. I suppose Q14 is also possible, but and let's see, another possibility would be P17.
P17. Um, P17 is possible, but not quite the game I'm hoping you'll play.
Right.
P15 and O15, I think are also interesting. Let's go with O15.
P15.
O15's
Okay.
like a little unconventional, but it's a lot
Okay.
more like stylistic.
All right.
So it's a little more unconventional, but it gives us a very interesting type of game.
Okay. So I believe the right thing to do at this point is to Hane.
Uh, is it?
Well,
I'm trying to remember what I forget. I mix it up every
yeah.
time.
Okay, yin and yang. When
Yeah.
a single stone contacts a single stone, if you're weak, Hane, if you're strong, extend. I should extend. I'm
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah,
I'm stronger.
I want you to play
I'm
R16.
stronger. Yeah, I'm stronger. It fits with the yang principle.
Yeah. I don't want to like just say a pro is wrong, but also I wanted you to play
No,
R16.
right.
Okay, don't get cut,
So,
defense
so
first.
basically, the yang principles are just part of my Go DNA because I've been with him since I was 19Q. Okay, so obviously I have to block this. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay.
Okay, so now do I play it the same way or do I try something different on this side?
Um this is all stylistic. I don't know. What do you think? What do you want to do?
Yeah, well, if I play M 13, there's no guarantee that he's going to jump into R3. I suppose he could play R6, which might have more potential for disrupting the
You said
moyo.
play where?
If I play M3, if I do the pincer,
Yeah.
there's
Well,
no guarantee.
I think it's fine. Let's just do it.
Okay, fine.
We already have influence at top right. The big thing here is I don't like mirrored positions.
Right, yes, and I'm not a fan either, so.
So yeah, I think this is fine. All right, so here's the key. If they go in, we build influence. If they go out, we try to get 5 points. Okay,
Okay.
5 points. Make 5 points. We have a weak group that's running. Make 5 points. Oh, you like making territory in the 5th line?
Well, isn't this just, I mean, isn't this a pattern? Perhaps a ancient pattern?
If it is, I don't know it. I'm sorry. I would play 4th line here. 5-4 checkmate. Oh, 5 is greater than 4. Not a huge deal. If you were playing perfect, we'd be down level, right? Okay. There's a couple ideas here.
Well, the first thing that occurs to me is I can either Q3 or I can R4. And if I Q3, then I've at least separated white.
Do you want to be the
into-
attacker here? Is this a position you attack with?
Um, well, if I go to R4, then I'm just protecting my
Mm-hmm.
moyo.
Right, and you want to attack with the Moyo.
Right.
cut.
So Q3 would
Mhm.
would separate. So I'll go with
You want to
Q3.
attack with the Moyo. Now, in exchange, though, white does destroy our 5 points. So now we're going to have to get our 5 points again. But white has to live first. Let's just stay strong, keep white cut. All right, now let's get our 5 points again.
I don't know how.
This is where creativity comes in. Try to find somewhere where you can make 5 points. Or you can surround them to get another stone and then try to make 5 points.
Oh, I don't know. 06?
Okay, it's possible. R4 is a quick, easy 5 points. We're close to it.
Oh, true, because I can capture the single stone, that's for
Mhm.
sure.
Because knight's
Okay.
moves are cuttable.
Right.
Want to remember the knight's move? Just cut it. As long as you're getting these in Sente, it's fine. Make sure your opponent has to respond, get your 5 points, and then we move on. Okay, so we got our points already. So now we want to ask, do we have any weaknesses? Do they have any weaknesses? I think they're still pretty weak, right?
Well, the two stones are the two white stones. Actually, the three on the right side are kind of weak too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, let's do this for a second. M3 is by itself, right? So
Okay.
there's there's three kinds of profits. You can gain something, take something, or save something. So we've gained 5 points. That is a type of profit. Another type of profit is to defend ourselves in Sente. So M3. The way
Yeah.
that might look is let's play 06, they extend, and let's try to make a base type thing. It might be a little smaller base than usual, but we're going to make a base on the third or fourth line while attacking. That way we can save M3, and that'll be our profit because we're saving it and while keeping the initiative. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. So
So first,
06.
push it left. You got to get your stone involved. And now you're going to focus on helping M3 while keeping pressure on the weak group. So this is another way to profit when you attack.
Okay. So that was the expected move.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, if I play N6, then white is going to have to continue, at which point I can play J3.
Sure, let's go with that. It's not what I would play, but the plan sounds within what we're trying to do. So let's go with that.
Okay.
Because we're not going to play the best moves, right? We're not going to play Dawn level moves. We're just trying to apply a strategy at our level. Let's just see how it goes. Yeah, my headphones are in the car, so I had to use my wife's headphones. You can tell the type of person my wife is from the headphones that I am wearing. Okay.
All right.
Now we want to think make eye space while attacking. J3 is
Well,
a soft way to do it, but
K4.
K4 is, I think, a much more powerful way to do it.
Right.
But we're not going to play K5 because that is not helping M3.
That's
We're-
bad shape.
Right.
That
It's good for surrounding, it's bad for defense. Right now we're playing defense. We're just playing aggressive defense. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And if white peeks up my skirt, I can always jump. Okay, now I've got to
Don't get
protect
cut.
against that for sure.
All right. Now we're going to extend and keep making our eye space. We don't need to double
Right.
Hane when we're playing defense.
Right.
And notice how we're also making points while doing this because a base is also some points.
Right.
So we've played aggressive defense. So this is why Q3 was so important because white's at a loss because there's so many weaknesses right now. And this is why we don't get cut next to a weak group. Because now I have to save everything and you see how white's having a lot of trouble. Okay, if you're strong,
If you're strong, Nobi.
Okay. So let's surround them while making 5 points. I honestly want you to play R11 because that's making
yeah,
cash while
right,
forcing them
right.
to live. And so we're going to make
Yeah,
5 points again.
that's what I would have wanted to do anyway.
Yeah, if we're trying to make 5 points, I think R11 is a good start. Again, 5 points. That's all we need. Okay, defense first.
Okay, solid connect.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think this
That
group's gonna...
that doesn't look like it's Sente.
Nope. So I think a direct attack right now could do more, but we've gotten our 5 points, and that's all we really need to do right now. So we can look at the bottom and see if there's a way to attack it. And then once, if we want to, we can. Otherwise, we can go play a big move. Because the idea is make 5 points and move on, unless you think you can make another 5 points and then make those 5 points and move on. But you have to leave first. Otherwise, your 5 points are not 5 points because your opponent cancels them out.
Well,
we want to still leave first, but I think you can keep it. Let's leave it up to you.
Harassing the white group at M5 doesn't seem very productive to me because it's got so much space to run.
Mm-hmm.
So I would play a big move now, like C14.
So we are making a slight mistake right now. We have a cutting point at Q4. So if black pushes P5. So I want to fix that first. So let's play R6 because defense first.
Okay, let me see. R6. Okay.
And then once we fix our cutting point, then we can move on and play a big move. Yeah, this is a real person. It's a volunteer from chat. This is not a league review. This is a lesson. Yeah, always double check your weaknesses before moving on. What? No, like we're playing against another person, and I am kind of giving advice while she plays.
And the other person knows it.
Yeah, the other person is a volunteer.
And it's not rated.
That too. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I forgot the white Tanuki the top right. So let's go and make 5 points right there.
Okay.
I think that's an easy 5 points to find. Can you find it?
No, are you saying R17?
Yeah, make 5 points, force them to make a base, and then go make a big move.
Right. Sure.
I think it's a quick 5 points. You see weak group, you think 5 points, move on. 5 points, move on. 5 points, move on. That's what you want to think when you see weakness. Okay.
That's interesting. Don't I just Q18
Does it
and
work?
then S18? Well, it looks like it works to me.
This is Go problems.
Yeah, sure. If I do Q18, then white plays P17 and I S18 and the R18 stone gets captured. Am I missing something?
No, I don't think so, but you have to read it.
I did read it.
Yep.
Like
trust yourself.
I did read it like instantly.
Always double check. Instant reading is what makes you make mistakes.
Okay, well, I think
But it's also
works.
why I'm losing at Puzzle Rush is because I double check.
And you, right. Now this is guided go, and you would tell me if I was wrong, wouldn't you?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Some instances I'll let the student like fails, that way they learn a lesson, but most of the time.
Right.
As long as it teaches you something.
Oh,
Okay.
now it's a cow.
Yep,
Uh,
that's fine. What do I tell you to do with cows?
oh, well, actually, I guess what he's doing right now, losing it.
Yep, try to lose the cow. Now, obviously, you want to respond to the cow threat. Don't get cut.
Right, right, right.
I would have just played p5.
Oh,
That's fine. You didn't get cut. Okay. Now, when you got 2 moves in a row, let's find weakness first. Is there any weakness you can get 2 moves in a row on that sounds dangerous? If not, then we get 2 moves in a row on a big move.
I think we on a big move.
Well, there's a weak group on the bottom.
Uh,
Target weakness first.
oh, well, um, I suppose if I play L6, that'll get answered, but I don't know how one more move
You want to
is gonna,
think 2 more moves is going to do something.
right,
So, what do you want to do when you attack? You want to surround it, right?
right.
Surround the
Okay,
entire
so,
group in 2 moves.
all right, so K7, uh, along with H6 might do it.
Okay. So, play the one that is safer.
The one
uh,
that's safer?
well, I don't know. They're both honestly really good. But you see how L6 wasn't the move? Or when you thought surrounded 2 moves, L6 doesn't surrounded 2 moves.
No, it doesn't.
That's why it wasn't the correct answer.
Right. So,
I think what you said is correct. I would play J5 or L7, but I think your moves are also along with the same mission. So just pick one.
okay.
I agree with that one. Yeah, I think my threat would have been J5. Okay.
Okay,
Definitely got
now
to
I,
play defense first, so extend.
right. I should have set this game up for more time.
Maybe. You probably maybe 60 seconds overtime would have been better.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, now I,
Is this Sente?
well, not really, because I'm going to live. Uh, and
I don't know. Getting our K7 stone cut off doesn't feel fun.
yeah, that's true too. So I should probably answer it.
Answering it is still Sente, so I think it's fine. Not dying is great, though. Even if we lose the ko, we're not dying anywhere. Colossi approach. Don't be dying. You're dying, then you're not approaching correctly. Okay. Now I think we can go back to the ko. What do you think?
Okay.
Or do you want to do
Yeah.
one more?
You mean extend one more time?
Yeah, we can extend one more
Or,
time. We can go back to the ko. I think both are good.
well, okay, extend one more time then.
Okay. Because we like 4. Look at how much profit we're getting. Crap. And we're still like fighting a ko, and we can still get the first move on the left. I like how intently my webcam is like making me look at the code board on the screen.
Well, I think I need to block that, but I could block it at G2 instead of G3, I guess.
Yeah, just don't lose your base. Everything's fine. It's not going to lose you the game. Losing your base and getting killed would lose you the game.
Now, okay, I got to respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
H2 is slightly better. That way F2 wasn't Sente, but no big deal.
now, I think I may not actually need to respond to this because well, I'm trying to figure out whether I actually need to or not, because if he Ataris it and I Atari back, and then he takes, I can extend to N2. And does that give me enough space?
That is a you question. I always say the better your life and death is, the more Tanikis you get.
Right. Now, the thing
So
is,
if you can solve it, you can
if
play
I
elsewhere.
simply, yeah, but I don't have time because look, I've only got 5 minutes left. Now, if I simply answer it, white can play N2, and then I have to answer, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 aces. So I'm pretty sure I'm alive if I answer at H2. So I guess I better do that because I don't have time to figure out if I am alive if I Tanuki and then have to respond at J2 and then have to respond at N2. I don't have time for that.
Okay. That is a you judgment call. Okay.
Okay.
So let's follow through with our two moves. So our opponent still is weak on the bottom, so let's follow through.
Okay. Are you talking about the K5 group?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You can keep attacking.
Well, if I play H7, then they just extend and they're eventually going to connect.
Right, but can you get 5 points while they're extending?
Well, only influence to the center of the board. No, I don't see how I'm getting 5 points out of that.
Okay, then just play a big move.
Okay.
As long as you Taniki first, you've gotten so much profit already. Now, I want you to count the board as best you can. How many points does white have, and how many do you have? And I mean cash, solid territory.
Okay, right. Okay, solid territory for white. White has 15 points of solid cash.
I think white has 17.
Okay. Okay, so for black, 1, 2. Maybe 27.
I got 27 as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then that means white has 23, we have 27, so we're a few points ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we need to make a game plan on the left. This is going to be style choice again. We should not expect a Moyo on the left. Would you say the center is an influence for you, influence for white, or neutral?
Center. It looks kind of neutral to me.
Okay, so if it's neutral, then territory is more valuable
All right.
than influence.
So I should jump in at C17?
In theory, yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, considering the fact that I've got 2 minutes, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, don't spend too long on a Joseki choice because, like, you want to use time on life and death problems more than Joseki. Joseki is stylistic. I say that as a Dawn player who spends way too much time on Josekis. At Go Conquerors, you'll spend like an hour and be a move like 30 or 40. We're just gonna play defense first. Don't die. Right. Joseki choice wise, I think this is a little good for black because we just counted that black was ahead by what, 3.5?
Uh-huh.
And now you just got 6 more, and white
Okay.
has influence.
B14 is the move, I believe.
No, it's
Oh, it's not?
That's if the stone is 1 space away from you. You could have
Oh.
played B13 here easily
Oh, okay.
because they don't have a stone at C12. But it's fine. Don't die. That's all I care about. Just don't die. Don't worry about 1 or 2 point mistakes. Okay, don't get cut.
Okay, now I have to. Yeah,
Don't die.
I know that. I know that.
I see. Cutting point.
Yes, so do I.
No big deal. 1 cut's easy to handle. 3 cuts is when you should worry. Is it a net or a ladder?
Might be a loose net. Um, let's see. Well, there it
Oh, about
is.
to find out.
Let's see. Let's see if I play. The only hope is a loose ladder. Well, worst case scenario is I'd lose a stone, but
It's a cutting stone.
maintain.
If you're
Yeah, I
talking about
know.
sacrificing M7, don't sacrifice M7. It's a cutting stone.
Oh, right. Okay.
If you can't capture it at net or ladder, then just run away without getting cut.
You mean run away with M7?
Yes, that's the weak
Yes.
group.
Right. Well, first off, I can do that. And
Yep.
that gives me the potential for a net. And then I can run from there. Okay.
That's cute.
So, see, from here, if I play K9, I've got a table shape.
You don't want to worry about a table shape just yet. You want to think, do I want to go up or left? Up, down, left, or right? Up, down, left, or right?
I want to go up.
Okay. What shape goes up?
Well, the knight's move goes up, the Nobi goes up,
Okay.
and the K10 goes up, which gives me, which is an elephant's eye.
Yeah, K10's not good. Don't get cut.
No. Okay. I think L10.
Yep. You want to go up, this is the shape to go up.
Yeah, because if white pushes and black blocks and white cuts, I Atari, white extends, I capture. Okay, so now I can continue to jump.
Yep. You see how white's not making 5 points by even though you're being attacked. That's kind of what you guys did in your game. Like, there was no attack that made profit until like the very end.
Right.
And this is
I remember that.
kind of what is happening is uh players at this level will attack, but like they're not gaining anything. I think one more jump and then you should be good. What do you
Right.
think?
I agree.
All right, this is where you got in trouble last time. Okay, so this is where a lot of reading comes in, and this is where we would like sacrifice a period. What we want to do is stay connected with everything, and if not, capture the cutting stone, and if not, minimize losses. So we're gonna sacrifice a period here. First off, if you connect, does it solve everything?
No, I don't think it does.
I think it solves a lot. I would just
Well,
connect.
okay. So then, okay, I'm going to trust you on that. Um,
Because how does white cut you next? You connect.
okay.
How does
Yeah.
white cut? Okay,
Okay.
connects. Don't miss opportunities to save yourself.
Well, um, I can play R14.
Okay, does it connect?
5, 4,
Well,
3.
Don't lose a period. This one's not one worth losing a period over. Yeah, don't die. Number one rule of Clossy Camp.
okay. Now, just a suggestion. The next time we do Guided Go, we should probably be seeking out a weaker player because you want me to attack. Basically, what we've got here is
You did.
somebody who puts me in a position where I have to do what I do better anyway, which is defend.
No, you did attack. You attacked twice this game already. No, I think this is
Oh,
exactly what we wanted.
okay.
Okay, now
Okay.
try to connect.
Now try to connect.
Yeah, you can't play the entire game attacking. Unfortunately, that would be too easy.
10.
Um,
And to be fair, after you play defense, White still has two more weak groups.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree with Pico. I think the fact that it's hard makes it better practice. It's because it's
Yeah, but it's
hard to
hard.
attack.
It's hard for me to see the weak groups in the first place.
Um, exactly.
Yeah.
We don't need Fox weak groups. We need single digit QoGS player weak groups. Okay, and now
Okay.
we need to connect. And I see one of
I
our basic
know.
shapes.
Well, I'm reading that if I play S12 and white extends, I get to play Q13 and there's a ladder.
I agree. We know our ladders from doing Go problems.
That's right.
All right, how much did White gain from all of this?
I don't know if did white gain.
See? This is the whole lesson. You can attack all you want, but if you're not gaining profit, you're not doing anything. Notice the difference between your attacks and White's attacks this game. Okay, don't die.
Don't die. Only a fool fails to connect against a peep.
You tell that to Dawn players. Okay.
Just quoting Kageyama, whose book I actually do not like, but be that as it may.
Okay, do you feel okay, or do you want to play another defense move?
I think I want to play another
10,
defense move.
Okay, fix it in one move. You could have played M15. Okay, gotta go. Can't spend more than one move to do it. Time to go.
Time to
Do
go.
you see any weak groups?
Well, the 3 white stones that are clinging to mine are kind of weak, maybe.
Okay.
But uh,
Can you attack them in a way that will destroy 5 points? Because you can't make 5 points there. But if you destroy 5 points, remember there's 3 profits. Make, take, save.
1. 3 periods left.
uh-oh, I'm down to 3 periods. I
But-
seriously do not know what to do against those stones.
Okay,
I mean, I
don't
can
worry about it.
con it, but then that one black stone could very
Can
well get
you
into
take the base of
trouble.
something then?
Uh,
Instead of worrying about those 3?
Well, what I can do is I can play L17, which then kind of makes it so white
5,
can't get that
4, 3,
2,
2. Yeah,
from
don't
doing
lose
it.
another period. Don't lose another period. G16 is what I was looking at.
Oh. Well, that's amazing because I would never think of that
Well, I'm
because
taking the
that's,
base of 3 stones on, or the 4 stones on the left.
well, yes, but it's like right in the middle of so many white
I'm
stones.
not worried about
I,
it being in the middle. I'm worried about it being 2 spaces away from the wall. Do you remember the kick pincer, Joseki?
yeah,
It's the same concept. I'm pincering 2 spaces away from the wall. And if you're talking about like how to make life, I'm trusting that my reading will make life. I'm not stressing about it. It's really hard for something to die if you're focusing on just defense. Hey, don't
okay.
get
Well,
caught.
I know. Yeah, that's an easy one. Now, if we were playing Fisher, I'd actually be getting points. I mean, getting time
Yeah,
for that.
right?
I can't decide whether I like Fisher more or
I think they're
Yomi
just
more.
different styles. Since it's better
Yeah,
for tournament directors, and events, I'm a big fan of Fisher. It's just easier to apply to events. But I think
right.
for Go players, Fisher and Overtime, or Fisher and Byoyomi, are just different types of games. Technically, the best time setting for Go is like infinite. Think as long as you want. 8 hours per side. Title match. That's the highest quality game you can get. But it's unrealistic. Well, I say that with title matches actually doing it, but my point is like for most people, it's just not a thing. So you have to make do with what you can do. You have to prioritize something. I think prioritizing fun events is a good priority. Okay, you have no weakness. I think they're pretty okay on top. Is there any other weaknesses on the board?
Mhm.
10,
Let's see.
Just pick a big move. Pick a big move. Don't lose a period for this.
Okay, take a big move. Okay.
2. Yeah. Don't lose a period for that.
Yeah,
It's not worth a period on this move.
right.
If you can't solve it in 30 seconds, just pick a big move and make value. That way you don't lose
Yeah,
a period.
I'm not really seeing a weak group for white.
The bottom. The bottom was a weak group.
Um,
Still is,
actually,
actually.
yeah, if I do, I suppose I can cut it off that way, right?
Knight's moves are cuttable, and they ran with the knight's move. Oh, yeah, they said you could pause the game. I think it's fine. We don't need to pause. I think we're doing fine.
Well, if we actually really want to talk, maybe we could pause the game.
Well, making decisions under time pressure is also good practice.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything's practice. Yep, they ran with the knight's move. Knight's moves are light if you're a Dawn player. They're cuttable if you're a Q player. That is my opinion on that topic.
Right. Okay. I don't know that it really does me much good to push
You're
and
cutting.
cut again.
Why not?
Well, I suppose I can. Yeah, let's do it one more time.
They're weak, yeah. I don't see how this could possibly be bad. Like, there's no way this is bad.
Oh, okay. And now I just go, I keep going.
Did you think they would block?
I did.
But then you turn right and they're dead.
Oh, okay. So then I just
Keep cutting.
keep going.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is a little bit tricky to understand, but what you're doing now for profit, your 5 points is going to be destroying 5 points on the left. And what you're doing is you're building thickness to support an invasion to destroy 5 points on the left. Thickness is one of
Okay.
these very tricky profits because it actually doesn't do anything by itself, but it supports one of the other 3 profits. So in this case, it would be invasion. So I think just go ahead and invade. You've got the
When
thickness.
you invade, like where?
Um,
Time, Suji.
time Suji would be H6. This is not a time to Suji. This is a Gote move.
Well, isn't that also a time, Suji, that you play it because you don't know what to do and you're running out of time?
No, a time Suji is when you play something that is Sente that might lose you 1 point, but you can still like do it. So like H6 would be a time Suji.
Oh,
H6
okay.
or L6, both which white has to respond to. So it gives us another period for like a Dame move. Very big difference. The invasion points, though, C8 is nice because it takes a base while invading. C6 approaches a 4th line, which is one of our basic invasions. C4 is an attachment invasion, which we learn at single digit Q. C3 is difficult, but it's always there. This one's definitely difficult, though. I think any of those would be fine. There's also like B5 as well.
Okay. Well, now I guess
A lot harder to invade, but still probably got to invade.
C4.
Sure. As good as anything. I don't think we can read out the entire life and death problem at this level, so we just got to pick somewhere.
I don't think we can either.
Yeah, so we just got to pick somewhere and go for it. It's too big to not invade. You're going to have to trust your reading, because at some point you're going to have to be like, okay, just got to go. Can't just give it. All right, now try to make high space while threatening to escape.
Well, there's no place to escape to. So
There's a giant wall you just built.
that's true.
Threaten to connect
Okay.
to it while making ice space.
All right.
There's a giant wall that supports this invasion. That was the profit from the attack. Is this massive wall. Okay. We save the cutting stones according to the Clossius approach.
You're telling me to play B4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's the best move in this case, but it does follow our basics, unfortunately. I think this is one of the Go problems I did in Puzzle Rush today. Or it might be in like 5 moves. Eight moves, sorry. In 8 moves, it's a Go problem. Wait, don't worry about it. You just save your cutting stones and don't die. Ooh, I see life.
Oh,
I see
wow.
life. I see life.
Actually, D3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the cuts to make life. Now make life.
Okay, now C2.
Uh-huh.
And it's a ladder.
Hey, look, we lived with our invasion that we had no idea how it worked.
Right. That's how it goes with DDK.
Guru, not quite, I think. There's other ways to destroy it, but it's
Okay.
like 100 variations in here probably. Don't
So
die.
I
Don't
think I ought to
die.
D2.
Don't die. Yep.
D2.
D2. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't
Okay,
die. Don't
now
die.
I'll just do that.
Dead groups are for the other guy. Okay, and now I can move on. If there's no more weak groups, I'm smelling in game.
I know, and A5 is a nice endgame move. Oh wait, gotta deal with this
Defense first. I think there's still like 1.5, 2 weak groups, but it's not a huge deal. Check on the cat.
All
Everything's
right.
good before you shut the door.
Okay. Now I'm gonna play
I would not set that there. I would
K17
set that away from some other stuff.
because I'm gonna connect one way or the other.
Yep. Oh, you had a chance move. Just extend at H18.
I could have extended. Yeah.
I wasn't
Right,
going to say
right.
anything because I wanted to let you try to catch it. But those are moves that you don't want to play too quickly because they're chance moves. Yeah, don't instantly fix things. Always double check. Unless unless you desperately need time.
Okay,
Fisher.
so now A5.
I'm sure it's as good as anything. The outside is be good on not overheating it. Okay.
All right. Well, H19. That'll end in Sente, right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, we don't need perfect income. We're doing fine.
All right. Now at this point, do I want to look for another? I could
Keep playing in
now
game. Don't stop playing in game.
Well, see, the thing is, I could play C12, and that would that's not exactly endgame.
No, you want
And
B11.
I want
Bravo 11.
B Bravo 11. Right.
5,
Yeah, Bravo 12 also would have worked.
Okay, so now
Okay, now just I think let's see, is there any others? S18 I believe is Sente. And that's because of the life and death problem. This is threatening to kill it. So it's 2 points because white has to live.
okay.
Solve the life and death and then move on.
Uh
10,
N18.
5,
This is a you problem. I can't answer your life
Okay,
and death
fine.
issues.
Oh fuck, I lost a period.
Oh, I thought you clicked it on time.
I thought I did too. It didn't
That's-
take, and then
that's unfortunate.
it was so close.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Probably a latency thing.
Right.
Yeah, life and death problems are like the student's issue. I can tell you, hey, solve it, but I can't solve it for you. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Uh-huh.
Huh? What are we doing? What, is it solved? Do you know the answer?
Do I know the answer?
Are you just following
Well,
your opponent right now?
uh, no, I'm just under pressure for time. I can't play in Bioyumi.
I thought we were solving a life and death problem, and then you guys started just playing endgame. Don't let your opponent distract you from the life and death problem. I know that's a thing that you typically do at this part of the game too. You start following your opponent. No, DV was a cow. Now it's dead. If you had made the I, then it's a co for the second I. And at least with the co, you can get 2 moves in a row for the group. I think someone needs to Mecha Dragon. Oh wait, I have a button. Come on. Okay. End game.
End game.
I think we are at reduce the center now.
Uh,
10,
reduce the center. I don't know.
5,
It's something. Fine. Don't die. Don't die. My brother hates these words because I say it so much to him. Yeah, he still dies. I think that's part of why he hates it, is he still dies in his head all the time. Don't die. That's for the other guy. They start saying the opposite and he'll stop dying. The students never do what you tell them to do, so you gotta tell them the bad moves so they'll do the good moves. You're playing really fast. Make sure you slow
I
down.
know I am. I know I am.
Don't lose a period, but don't play in 5 seconds.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I guess I should wait for her to say 10 seconds.
At least. You should at
Did you
least.
notice? Did you notice that the lady says 10 seconds and then she shuts up until she gets to 3? I have it set that way.
No, I did
I
not.
do. I have it set that way because I can't stand to hear her.
Oh, I
So,
can't play without her. She's my best friend.
No, I don't
Don't
want
die
to
here.
hear her. See, there, I heard her. She said 10. And then I know that I've got to have my mind made up by the time
She's
she
your
gets to 3.
friend. She is your best friend. She keeps you from losing the game.
The thing is that I hardly
Is this
ever.
Sente?
Well, the thing is, no, it's not because I have a second die at the top. And if they play K9, I can respond to that with K10. So it's not actually Sente, right?
5, 4,
You tell me. You gotta answer that question. I can help you with the strategy. The reading is a you thing.
Yeah, well, see, that's the problem.
Did you check if this was cuttable?
Well, yeah, I read that if they played K9,
No. I'm talking about the 1 point jump that you just played.
the 1 point jump. I guess probably not.
I mean,
Um,
it's not cuttable, but I don't know if you read it before you played it. A Novi would have been very not cuttable.
well,
So
that is
just
true.
keep pushing without getting cut. Keep pushing without getting cut.
4, 3,
Wait a second.
Don't lose period. Don't lose period. Oh, fudge.
Oh, you see, I hate this. I hate this Bioyumi crap.
Okay. Are you connected?
I think I am. Because
Okay.
if they push, I'm going to have a bamboo joint. Okay, I got to reevaluate that. White pushes there, and I connect. It's not a bamboo joint. So I'm going to make it a bamboo joint.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
This is exactly the problem. I was like, it's not connected, but there is a way to fix it in Sente if you can find it.
Right. Okay. Well, yay me.
All right. Now just keep playing in game without dying.
Okay. Um, I'm in sudden death.
Yep.
That's so interesting. I've never,
Can you play
I don't know if
R2?
I, R2. Can I play it?
Yeah, Ricky.
I
Ricky
can,
2.
R2, I can
It's the
play it.
last way for you to lose this game. So I'd
Oh,
like to get it off the board.
okay then, let's do it.
It's the last thing that could kill you in this game. So if you're winning and that's the last way you have to lose, then I would just take it off the board. But if White had played S2, it becomes a life and death problem, which
Oh,
technically
well,
you're
that would be terrible.
yeah, yep. Definitely don't want
That,
that in sudden death.
no, we
I think
don't.
you were technically fine, but it was pretty complicated. But it was up to I don't know if White would have found that or
I
not.
wouldn't have, I wouldn't have been able to do it, and you wouldn't have helped me, so it would have been a disaster.
Yeah, I would say that is a squeeze problem on top of a life and death problem. So squeeze tactics
Okay.
will improve that.
I'm a little worried about my bottom black group.
Fix it.
If,
It's Rabbity 6, right?
uh, well, not quite, but it's close to being a rabbity 6.
Yeah. If it was easy, I would not fix it. But if it's not easy and it's a Rabbity 6 looking thing, then and it's the only way you can lose, then sure, whatever. But if it was easy to read and you could read it in 5 seconds, I would say read it in 5 seconds. Yeah, I think just Keep playing a solid endgame, and we should have this, I think.
Yeah, I hope.
And yeah, it was a little flimsy, but I think it was a pretty solid game overall.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Don't die, that's for the other guy. Connection was better.
Okay.
Don't prioritize shape over strategy. Shape is how you execute the strategy. The strategy here was don't get cut, so connection was better. Is this one Sydney?
No,
Is it the biggest?
probably not.
I'm thinking D18's much bigger.
Well, yeah, I was going to do that.
Do the biggest Gote first.
Okay.
But
He thought it was Sente.
this is kind of funny because in the game I reviewed earlier this morning, he had actually read the second
Oh.
line cut really well. So
That's interesting.
It's really
That
funny.
is interesting because when we were playing that game and he did Tanuki from it, I went to the trouble to read it, thinking that, well, gee, maybe I can get something. Came to the conclusion I couldn't.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I thought he
that
read it
was a
really
good
well.
that was a good Tanuki.
But like this one was even easier to read and he didn't Tanuki, so I'm wondering if he
Maybe
read
he's
it at all.
tired. He may be tired too, you know.
T3, isn't T3 bigger? I'm not sure when you said that.
Okay, let's see. Um, hmm,
No, don't let the chat distract you. I was answering someone's
no.
question. You
I
resigned
was
about
just
they resigned
what?
10 minutes ago?
Did wait a second. The wait a second. Nobody resigned.
Well, DV said he resigned about 10 minutes ago.
Well, he couldn't have because he's still playing. You mean he wanted to resign 10 minutes ago?
He has resigned mentally. If you
Then if
resigned
he's
in your
resigned,
head, then
then
don't
he should
play.
resign. Then he should
Yeah.
resign.
If you are playing, it means you have the fighting spirit to still try to win the game. Never resign yourself to the result in your head until the end of the game. If you resign
Uh,
yourself that you've lost, then just resign.
well, that's what I should have done in the game that you reviewed earlier today.
Can
Because I had counted it and I knew I had
I
lost.
show you a? Oh, yeah, it's White's turn. I'll show
So
you
wait.
a nice move. The small little in-game move.
Uh-oh, he's in sudden death now. He's going to let his clock run out.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Yes, he would. Look at him.
He's literally listening. He wouldn't do that.
I know he is.
What? Why?
I-
Why not capture this? Whoa! Don't follow your opponent. Don't follow your opponent. Oh, that was an instant response. I was going to show you something, but you said you played it before I even got sound out of my mouth.
We're both in sudden death now.
Yeah, sudden death isn't 1 second. Okay, I'll show you a neat little endgame idea. Look at N3 and tell me what you see.
Well, that's interesting because that was the next move I was going to play. Now, if I play N3 and he answers, I can cut at 04.
Mm-hmm. So a diagonal from a one-space jump in endgame can leave a cut like this, which typically you can sacrifice a stone, but in endgame, it's more valuable. So it's one of those push and diagonal exceptions. That make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think your end game gains you 10 points, maybe 15, but then you playing fast loses you loses you like 5 or 10. Don't die.
I know, I'm reading it. Okay, I am gonna have to eventually connect. Now, if he plays K9 and I connect, I'm not yet in Atari, but
5,
I'm tired enough to
4.
play this move now.
White would have killed you if you didn't fix. So,
Oh, really? Okay, well
Yeah.
then it's a good thing.
because if white puts you into Atari at K9, then you connect, then white cuts.
Okay.
Um. Okay, I need to not tell you the rest of the moves.
Yeah, let's just finish this.
Okay, yeah, I was staring at it. I'm like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. I really wanted it. But I already gave you one
So,
hint.
so I played what you wanted there.
Yep. Yep. You did. I think at this point, the only thing you have to do is just not instant respond and follow your opponent. And you can,
Okay.
you should have enough in-game skill to manage it. Because following your opponent and playing instantly, that's what loses you all the points in the end game. It's not a
Okay. Well,
skill thing.
right. I think that's worth answering though. Hmm.
Good. Don't instant respond and play some good end game. Okay, speeding up a little bit.
Ten.
Good. Take your time. Take your time. I know it's mentally draining, but it's what makes for a good go game.
Yeah. Thing is, I'm hardly ever in Byoyomi, so it's like totally foreign to me. You
You
know,
know what I say?
actually,
If the
this,
lady doesn't talk to you, you're playing too fast.
I know. Actually, this 2-hour lesson format is really actually very good for being able to play a full game of guided go.
I'll say, while it's really, really good for you to take your time, it's really bad to watch. I'm just like
I'm
counting everything.
sure.
Like, how many times can I count the board?
Yeah. I'm sure that the observers are sitting on the edges of their seats.
I'm pretty sure they're invested in the result. I don't know about sitting on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm joking about that.
You have won.
Speaking of the
Thanks
edge
for
on
the
your
name.
seats, the last 2 or 3 moves. Oh my gosh.
Well, I was, the funny thing is, I was aiming for that, but I didn't think it would be in the form of a co-threat.
It's not a co-threat. It's not a co because you just play 019 and it's dead.
Well, I know that. I know that. But the way I started going after that, it looked like a co-threat, but it really wasn't a co-threat. And then he answered it, and then I was able to follow through.
Well,
I
why
didn't,
did you leave in the
I
first
didn't,
place?
what do you mean?
Why did you not kill the top right in the first place?
Well, if he wins the cup, well, first of all, if he plays P17, I get to play 019 anyway.
Well, what if he plays 019 instead of P17?
Well, then I have to fight the co.
Right.
So I should have just killed it outright
Yes.
at that point.
Killing is better than co.
Right. Okay.
According to AI,
I
it
was
was a
afraid.
negative 10-point mistake.
I was afraid that you were going to tell me that I didn't need to play 019 because he would, he'd need that other. Uh,
No, because
he'd
it would
need.
be a co for life if he got 019.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Okay. So let's see. We've got about 25 minutes left. So you want to run through a review? Yeah.
Yeah. I would have gone right here, but it's fine. This R17 move. Okay. Table. This was fine. Fine. Yep. Making profit. Making profits. Making profits. Fix our cut. Making profits. Making profit. Making profit. Yeah, all was doing quite well actually. So here, just that way, and then you can go back and go. So we kind of walked through all this at a pretty slow pace. So I think everything here I've already explained.
Right.
One thing you did miss was the fact that taking this was Sente.
Mm-hmm.
Because
emotional, damn it.
White just dies. So you could have fixed everything with the move, but it's fine. Thank you, DV Bill, for playing.
Yes, thank you for playing.
So white should have gone this way. I think that would be more interesting. Yeah, you were thinking that white was right here.
Mm,
White was not, in fact, right there, so you could go here.
right, right.
Play this pretty well. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, so now we got into some heavy reading stuff. I think white could have definitely made the game really complicated, but I think you're okay here. The thing that would trip people up would be this move because of all this. So you just go here, I believe. Yeah, it's not an easy move. I thought, like, this game and the last game that I reviewed this morning, I thought the peeps were very well executed. You could play this way as well if you want to keep it a little bit simpler. Yeah, I think white just keeping these positions and whatever is really nice, but it does require proper execution because otherwise you just let them live. So unfortunately, it's just how it goes. Hello, Skewbrow. Here, I think white actually started aiming for profit. I know we talked a lot about this, but like all of those moves were attacking things, didn't get a single point of profit pretty much. But when white attacks from the outside, you can see that white started getting a lot of profit. So yeah, my pincer was here. And this is because it's the center of the 3 stones, and because it's thickness, we pincer 2 spaces away. So this is where I would pincer. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, this one was a little bit off the mark, but I know you got into time trouble.
I sure did.
Looking for weak groups. This is pretty weak. So this was a big issue for white. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Another weakness was here, and this is because this white stone doesn't have a perfect base yet. So white has to survive, and you can destroy the points while white's doing that. But this was a very large move, big move wise.
Yeah.
You were very, very good to catch the cutting point here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were looking at this,
I was.
but white's just dead straight up if you just turn. So this was
Yeah.
the issue with that. So yeah, this is just perfect for black. This was a little slow. I know it was a time problem again, but we
Right.
can just go in. So you went in, it worked out. I thought that was very good. I think this is a go problem. If I recall. Maybe get one more and then go.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Let's see. There's
okay,
3
no,
liberties
3
on
to
black.
it's 3 to 4. Oh no, it's when it's when these are 3 and these are more than 4. Okay, I didn't read far enough. If it was like this, then it would be that, because now, yeah, this is the go problem, but it's only when the other side's alive. My bad. I didn't read it far enough. Ah, lazy Don. Anyway, you lived, so that was cool. Yeah, you missed a big opportunity right here.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Right.
That
Yeah.
was a huge opportunity move. That is because just playing too fast. It's good that you're not dying. That's good. But this is definitely one of those chance moves. Which it's kind of like down here. Your opponent gave you a cutting point, so it's like a chance move. Being able to find those chance moves comes from probably just lots of go problems. Okay, and then you show in game. Yeah, this is like a 20-point difference. I think at this point the game was pretty close. Yeah, white by 2.5. I thought you would be able to win it with in-game. But yeah, the game was pretty close because white got that area.
Mm-hmm.
If you had destroyed this area, but either by attacking or catching the chance move or whatever, you were up by quite a bit. Okay, and now for your weakness. This is very annoying. Thankfully, you have here and you have here to salvage the situation. But definitely some scary stuff. That's why I was like, white's probably not going to see it, and I don't know if it's 9Q, so I just left it alone. But if you had seen it, you just fix here and start in game, and I think you win.
Mm-hmm.
In game was good, good. Very good here, because white was supposed to do this one and then make life.
Mm-hmm.
That was perfect. I don't know why you responded instead of just killing it.
Yes, I should have just done that.
Yeah, here you followed your opponent again. Yeah, I guess. It doesn't matter, I guess. Normally you take the eye, but
Right,
it
because
it
even
doesn't
if
really
white,
matter.
yeah, if white connects it,
Yeah,
it's
if white
still only
takes
on
back,
one
you just
eye.
take the eye, so it doesn't really matter. And if white makes the eye, you just connect.
Right.
Yeah, not a huge deal. This one you got to be careful. Here you did a sideways 1-point jump or an L jump.
Right.
And L jumps have cutting points. So I think this is much safer.
Right.
I was thinking of black played right here. I don't know what you would do.
Well, I get to connect to a live group on the left, and I am alive on the top.
That's a lot of reading.
Yeah, but
Yeah, just don't get cut. That's the key.
right.
Remember that L jumps have a jump into an L jump as cutting point. This is very good, very good. You pushed in, very good. Good, good. And you ignored, very nice timing. This one, if it plays this way, you're cut.
Mm-hmm.
But if you play it this way, you're not.
Right.
But I don't think you read that. So
No,
probably
I
you
don't
should have
think I
gone
read it
here.
either. Right, probably.
Don't be afraid of the simple shapes. If you're winning the game especially, don't be afraid of just not getting cut. Yeah, this is fine, but technically this actually fixes white's issue, which allows white to go here. So ironically, you actually gave yourself a cut by trying to fix the cut. Now, with
Mhm.
that being said, white dies, I believe, if white tries to do that. Yeah, definitely some cutting stuff there. Yeah, and here just remove the last chance for you to lose the game. The life and death here, you could have gotten nope, not that one, not that one. You could have gotten some whatever there, but this is a little bit difficult to solve.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
I thought so.
understandable. Yeah, it's not an
Okay.
easy go problem. But I
Nope.
think it's fine to fix.
Oh,
That's
that's sucky, isn't it?
yep, that is second.
Because it's yeah, because it's a bulky 5 with 2 extra spaces.
So that was. So I think this move was fine. It was a pretty scary life and death problem. I'm surprised you never did these. Not that one. I did that deadgum thing again. Why do I keep doing that? I did. I'm surprised you didn't get 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
Hello, my boy. Yeah. So this one, this is a shape where they do a 1 space jump and a diagonal. What the heck? Typically, it's fine, but in the end game, as you saw, it can lead to a cutting point because pushing the diagonal does force a response. And once that
Right.
happens, you have a cutting point. So diagonals sometimes lead to goose to Sujis. Keep that in mind. Yeah, here, just fix her. Because now white can take away that point. This is a good catch. This one wasn't necessary. I think just keep reducing. Yeah, just keep reducing as much as you can. I don't think you needed to fix right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that caught me way off guard. I was like, oh, just kill it. And then you didn't. And I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I was wondering if white was going to find this. The problem is this is much bigger than this,
Yeah.
but this is a ko. So white needs here and get something else for the co, and there's nothing to get. So, well, I should still lose it, but if it was a life, you would have probably lost a ton of points
Yeah,
there.
I should have just been smart enough to play 019.
Yeah, just don't let it be a co. But
Right.
finding a Gusta Suji is nice.
Right.
So homework, I know you have the 6-point eyes already. I'm going to throw in some squeeze problems because a lot of tactics combine with squeeze as well. So some squeeze problems.
Yeah, so type in 6-point I anyway, so that I remember to do
It's
it.
in there.
Yeah.
And then we did shadow go. Okay. And that. Questions, things I can elaborate on?
No, not really. This was fun.
Yeah,
We'll have to
good
do
job
it
on the
again
win.
sometime. Yeah.
Tell me again what the 3 profits are.
The 3 prophets.
Mm-hmm. What are the
let's see.
3 things you can do when you attack? What are the 3 profits? 3 different types of profits you can get when you attack something.
You're gonna have to remind me.
You can gain 5 points, or well, you
Okay.
can gain. In our case, we're trying to get 5 points at a time right now. So you can gain,
Okay.
or you can take. In which case, our case would be take 5 points, or you can save, which that would mean to attack something to gain shape or a weakness or a weak group. So you can gain a base and sente like we did on the bottom, as you recall.
Right.
So it's gain, take, or save. Make points, make 5 points, take 5 points, or get a base and sente. Or connect and
Okay.
sente or whatever. Defense and sente.
Right.
Those are the 3 profits.
All right.
Okay. Hopefully you'll remember that now that we said it at the very end. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the lesson.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So shout out to my stuff. I do teach Go for a living, and I have a tier for everyone. We have a free league, so even if you don't want to spend money, where I do some game reviews for the league members. This is completely free. It just costs you a couple hours a week to play a game, which you should be doing anyway. I do game reviews. You can submit a game on your profile. If you go to your profile and go to your games tab, it should show you your OGS games. And you can get an OGS game reviewed for $2.99. So I think it's pretty cheap and affordable. So if you need me to just take a quick look at your game, it's like 20 minutes or less, I can do that. I also have VODs that you can subscribe to for $2.99 on seansgogroup.com. Let me just go ahead and link this here. I only have the Clossius approach series. Okay, well, this is a free playlist that has all of my methods in it. It goes from 25Q all the way to 5Q. That is also very much free. And then on seansgogroup.com, which is not on my commands for some reason, you can get access to the videos, a lot of which are free, and the VODs of the lessons for $2.99. This is the videos tab, but you can get access to the VODs on the lessons page, which is at the top of the chat as well, which will allow you to access all of the lesson VODs. So game reviews, lessons, all of that for very cheap. And then if you want to support what I do for a living beyond that, you can get lessons like the one you just saw. My lesson prices are reduced, so you can buy bundle packs or subscribe for monthly lessons. And the bundle packs of lessons can be used at your convenience. So you can do 2 lessons a month, you can do 1 lesson a month, and you can do packs. And the lessons, I think, don't expire for like a year. So these are the more expensive tiers, but I can get on a call with you and we analyze your games, you get homework and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, hopefully something in there will allow me to help you with your game. If you can't find a way for me to help you with your game, at this point, it's your fault. There's free, there's $3, and then there's the actual lesson prices. Beyond that, if you want access to the Go problems, that is $10 a month. This is unlimited problems. We have the campaign, which I am working on, which is organized problems. There's customized practice where you make your own custom filters. So you can do connecting, capture, discover cuts, end game, and then you select the difficulty, whatever your difficulty is, and you click start, and it'll generate a list of problems for you. We have Puzzle Rush if you need to work on your instincts. Puzzle Rush is a lot of fun. You solve as many problems as you can in 3 minutes. It starts from 30Q and goes as high as you can get. It's quite a lot of fun. And if you are solving puzzles on a regular basis, you get access to statistics on your profile page. So if you are subscribed to Some Mega Dragon, you're doing unlimited problems, you're likely going to miss a lot of problems. Well, I save that information and give you analytics on the problems that you miss on your profile page. And this will, it takes a second to load because it's filtering and organizing all of the problems that you missed. And it'll just tell you, hey, you have missed taking eyes 15 out of the last 100 times. This is your most missed category. Then your next is and then your next is capture, blah, 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 blah. And it just goes on from there. It shows you your top missed categories. And then right here, it shows you the top missed levels. So this is probably where you should be practicing. So for me, it's level 4 and level 5. This is where I'm making the most mistakes. And so I know I can go make Taking Eyes and put at level 4 and level 5. And I can just go do that. Or I can click this handy dandy little button right here. If I load mistakes list, that'll load the problems that I've made mistakes in, these problems. Or I can generate a practice list, which will take, I believe, the top 3 categories and the top 1 or 2 levels, and it'll generate you a list based on the mistakes that you have made on the website. So, any questions? Anything that you are missing, I think I have. So anything that you want to work on, I'm pretty sure I have access to. The only thing I don't have yet, and this is a yet, is access to pro games. Okay? I do have like 1.5 million pro games that needs to be organized, but that's gonna be a bit before I get to it. I'm sorry. But that's like the only thing. And you can do that at gokifu.com, go for go. Ooh, actually wall theory, that's what you want. Just wall theory. Yeah, pattern search. So here you work on an opening. Bada bada bum. Any questions about anything that I need to elaborate on? Anything that you are struggling with? Anything that you think you are missing or you don't know how to do? Let me know. I probably have something for you. But with that, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. I have to get back to work. Oh, Bats is going live. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today. I freaking hate these ads. And hopefully I have the tools that will help you make your game better. With that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.